everyone, welcome to Book Chat. My name is Leslie and I am the Reading Safari and Stream Coordinator. Today's book that I'm going to be chatting about is very special because the author of this book won the 2020 Nobel Prize in Literature last week. Her name is Louise Glück, and she is the author of this book of poetry, The Wild Iris. This book, The Wild Iris, was published in 1992, and it won Glück a Pulitzer Prize. And I read it about probably 2001, and I don't think I have read it since. It's just kind of been on my shelf. And so once I heard that Glück won the Nobel Prize, I was like, well, I'm going to have to reread The Wild Iris because I remembered loving it, and I loved it still when I reread it, and I would like to talk a little bit about it, and then I'm going to read a couple of poems from it. So The Wild Iris is about essentially a garden. The poems all revolve around being in a garden, and so there are 3 different points of view in these poems. There is the point of view of the flowers, or sometimes the trees in the garden. There is the point of view of the gardener or the poet, and then the point of view of like a godlike figure. So it's a very interesting mixture, and reading it really brings to mind the Garden of Eden, because there is this omniscient presence who has created these humans and who are tending in this garden. And it's extremely interesting and very well done. So I'm going to read you, the first poem I'm going to read you is called The Hawthorn Tree. This is one of the poems that's from the point of view of, the plant or the tree. And then I will read another one from a different point of view after this one. So this is called The Hawthorn Tree. Side by side, not hand in hand, I watch you walking in the summer garden. Things that can't move, learn to see. I do not need to chase you through the garden. Human beings leave signs of feeling everywhere. Flowers scattered on the dirt path, all white and gold, some lifted a little by the evening wind. I do not need to follow where you are now, deep in the poisonous field, to know the cause of your flight, human passion or rage. For what else would you let drop all you have gathered? So that's that one, told from the point of view of the Hawthorn Tree, which, by the way, is a pretty awesome way to write a poem, from the point of view of not a human. I like that so much. The second one is closer to the end of the book. It is called Lullaby, and this one is from the point of view of the omniscient being. So here it is, Lullaby. Time to rest now. You have had enough excitement for the time being. Twilight, then early evening. Fireflies in the room, flickering here and there, and summer's deep sweetness filling the open window. Don't think of these things anymore. Listen to my breathing, your own breathing, like the fireflies. Each small breath a flare in which the world appears. I've sung to you long enough in the summer night. I'll win you over in the end. The world can't give you this sustained vision. You must be taught to love me. Human beings must be taught to love silence and darkness. And that is the end of Lullaby. I love that poem so much because it's just very dark and quiet, which is the whole collection is dark and quiet. I don't get this overwhelming feeling of brightness, of bright light being in this garden. Instead, I get this kind of really, this dark and kind of somber garden, and a God who often seems displeased, and, you know, humans that are kind of walking around, you know, looking for things and feeling their human feelings. And then the flowers and the trees that are just there, you know, with their own thoughts. It's a very beautiful collection. And I am so pleased that Louise Glück won the Nobel Prize. I think it's very well deserved. And we do have this book in our collection. I do recommend it. And I hope that you enjoy it. And I appreciate you so much tuning in for another book chat. And I will see you next time. Bye.